Hey there, good morning, my friends. This is Ray Brewster coming to you from Daytona Beach this morning. So far, it's a sunny, beautiful day. Going to get a little rain later today, but right now it's great. And it's early in the morning, just finished up my quiet time, read some out of a book I read every day for half an hour or so, listened to an Inner Circle audio already, listened to my one of my favorite songs that gets me motivated in the day. This is my fight song, my Take Back My Life song, and listened to that a few times. And have a few minutes this morning to do my blog. I thought about writing it, but it's easier to record it. And so I just wanted to talk to you today about the power of a story. The power of a story. We hear so many stories. And stories inspire us to do great things, inspire us to fight through the difficulties that might be facing us, because I've learned in life that whatever you might be going through today, somebody else has already gone through it. And so if you hear their story, it gives you inspiration to keep pushing through and stick with it and not to quit. One of the worst things you can do if you're trying to accomplish something is to give up and quit. That's the only time you fail, is when you give up and quit. So stories inspire us. Stories motivate us to try to do better, try to do bigger things. You hear stories of how people work through their difficulties to accomplish great things. I was listening to talk radio here in Daytona Beach the other day, and in the afternoon in the car, and the host had a local guest from town here, on talking about how she's persevered through her difficulties and illness, and how she's a champion for people in wheelchairs and so on. In fact, I think she was voted Miss Wheelchair Queen in the state of Florida a while back. And her story was so tragic that when she and her siblings were just young, both her parents were killed in a murder-suicide deal here in Florida, and how she's inspired others and worked herself through it. She's a person of faith and very involved in her church, and her whole story was inspiring to me and motivated me to encourage other people, because I don't think there's anything you face today that you can't get through. And as I said a moment ago, there's nothing you face today that somebody else hasn't been through. And I realize it's tough. I realize some bad things happen in life, but you can make it and you can get through. So stories motivate us. And one of the great things is everybody's got one. Everybody's got a story. I've got a story. You've got a story. Your story's developing. My story's unfolding. And over the years of my life, there are many chapters to my story, some great chapters, some chapters that have some pain in them, some chapters that have some difficulties in them, some chapters of how I've been getting out of the difficulties and so on. But everybody has a story. Our stories are all evolving, and we're the author of our stories. You're the author of your story. Nobody else can write your story. If you don't like where your story's headed, you can change where it's going by making decisions and taking action and changing the direction of your life. You can write your own story. Your story's not over. You may have gone through some difficulties. You may have felt like giving up. You may have thought it's over. You'll never accomplish what it is that you set out to accomplish. But I'm here this morning in Daytona Beach just to tell you that your story's not over. You can do whatever it is that's in your heart and in your mind to do. Your story's not over, and you're the author of that. Don't let anybody else tell you that it's over. Don't let anybody else tell you that it's the end, that you can't accomplish something great. Don't let anybody else tell you that there's no greatness within you, because there's greatness within everybody. Don't let anybody else write your story. You're the author of your story. You can decide where your story is going to go, and you can decide what the next chapter is going to be in your story. Now, you may not know all of the details of it, obviously, because stuff comes every day that you have to deal with. But your attitude and your mindset can determine the tenure of your story, can determine the complexion of your story, can determine the temperature of your story, can determine the direction that your story will take you. You are the author of your story. So I encourage you today, just write a good story. Take advantage of the opportunities that are in front of you every day, and let every day count towards putting together the story of your life. Your storybook has not finished, and you can accomplish great things because of the power within your heart and the power within your mind. And that's one of the great things I love about our business that we represent. It's a business that helps people transform themselves and grow and develop and become so much greater than they are currently. And it's a company of personal development, and we'd be happy to help you. If you'd like information about how to continue on and make your story better, just go ahead and click the button below, or click the link above the video, and just reach out to us. Click the button below, join with us, we'll help you, and we'd be delighted to do that. I'll see you on the inside if you do that. But remember this, my friends, your story's not over. You can write the best chapter of your story, can still be ahead. You can write that chapter. And then the great thing is, stories never end. The effect, let me say it that way, the effect of your story will never end, because it'll carry on in the memories and the influence that your story has on people for years and years and years and years to come. So there's great power in a story. Write a good story. Write a good story of your life. And if I can help you in any way, reach out to me. The links of how to reach me are below the video or above, and wherever you're seeing this video. Just listen, remember, write a good story. You're the author, and you can accomplish great things. There's greatness within you. Have a great day today. God bless. We'll talk soon.